Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to do the airbox cover mod. We're going to add some vents to the airbox cover, and in order to do this you need a drill, and you'll need some kind of drill that will actually make the hole up to 1 inch. I believe these are 1 inch, and I'm going to try to use a step drill. I have a small one, but I also have a larger one that I will use if need. And this is a kit that I got from CRF only, and from the US. And what it comes with is the airbox cover with its gasket already on, and 6 air vents that, let's have a look at them. You can buy these separate, but I think the deal, when I would look at, it was actually cheaper to get this and these together down the States, if you live in the States, than either one of these individually. Especially in Canada, these alone are like 27 bucks just for these, so it's very expensive. And what these do is there's a grate on the front. Not sure how well you can see that. Basically, there's a grate and then a foam inside to help keep the dust out. And then you have the, let me get a flashlight so I can show you a little bit here. Let's see. So here's the inside of the box, and actually, it will go on like this. So this little lip here, which you can see the slightly little lip. This, I'm going to try to keep this intact. I'm not going to drill any holes to break this, because this is kind of like adds an additional water barrier to the splash from your rear. So I'm going to keep that on to keep that protection. And what I will do, also something else, these 2 little stick out clips here. Not sure how well you can see them, but there's 2 of them, and they're used to keep the air filter nice and tight. So I'm not going to drill around those either. So I've already had a quick look, and I've marked out, I'm going to put one up here in this first little triangle. Let's see if we can get a good shot for you. So there'll be 1 up here, 1 in the middle, and then I'm going to do 1 here. I'm just going to do 3, and maybe I could do 1 here perhaps, just to cover 4, and then there is a spot down here that I counted out 5. I'm not going to drill on any side of these two clips, holders. Not really clips, they're just kind of built up little areas. I'm not going to do anything on these sides. I'm going to keep that clean, and I think this is the reason why I'm not going to drill this one out, is because it matches right up with that that barrier. So it really comes down to, I'm going to put 3 in for the time being. With the K&N air filter I put in on the last video, I'll explain how to take the side off and to remove this. One other thing that this doesn't come with, that you'll have to take off of your old one, is the screw mechanism here that holds on your side plate. So let's just do this really quick. Shouldn't take too long. So I'll get the drill all ready, and like I said, I'm going to do 3 of them. So I'm just going to have a quick look here. Probably be right there. So the center is right about there. I'm just going to start them with a smaller drill before I go to the step drill. Let's try to get out of the side, and then we will 3, 1, 2, 3. And then I'll switch this out to the step drill. Like I said, I'm going to use a small step drill to start out with. And if I need to, I do have a larger one. Because I don't think this is actually 1 inch. But I wanted to do a narrower start to this. So let's go. Pretty simple. I'm just going to work on all of them a little bit. think I'm going to switch to the larger drill. And as you can see, it is quite, well, you can't actually see, but it is a larger step. So this will be larger. See how close we are. Getting close. One more. Yeah, that'll work. And just clean it up slightly. I'm going to try this one from the outside because there are little things I don't want to start drilling those out. Go. So I'll just wipe this down a bit here, clean it up a little bit. Make quite a mess on those shavings here. Make sure you want to get those shavings cleaned out so you don't get them into the airbox itself. And basically you would just then put the little plugs in and push them down. And if you have glue, you may want to glue them in. I think I will actually use some glue. Let me see, what do I have? Don't have much in the form of glue. What I do have is I think I'm going to use that. Make sure I get this nice and clean before. Sorry about that. I have the grip glue. Really, that's the only glue I have. So I'm just going to put a couple little dabs. Let's try it on this. Maybe that'll work better. I don't want to get this on my hands. It's quite a mess. There we go. They're in. Two, three. We'll have a look once we get these on. One, two, three. You can see I have them. They're in nice and tight, and you can see from the back what they look like. Let me get so I can get the little light on you for you. So like I said, this one here matches up with that. That lip, I'm going to call it a splash lip, because it does look like it lines up. I looked at it before I took it apart. It does look like it lines up really nicely with the fender to keep the splashing from going back up. So we're going to keep that intact. So then that means we're not going to do anything right there. The only other place that I may put one is down here, and then that would give me 4, but I don't want to go much lower. I think that's good enough as it is. And one of the other common mods to do to your airbox is to remove the snorkel at the top of the airbox. I'm going to leave that intact. I'm going to leave that factory for the time being. If I feel like something I might do in the future, I'm not sure. But for the time being, I am not going to touch the existing air snorkel. So this is all I'm going to do, is a simple little mod. And then with the K&N air filter, replacing the factory should open up the air intake as much as I feel like I need at this point. So let me quickly take off the old airbox cover and get that little pin off. Okay, so this is the factory one. We have it removed, and we have to take off really this little, well, you can see it, but this little bolt clip which holds on your side panel. So to remove that, you just need a little screwdriver, flat end, and you can pry it up slightly. To remove, so take it off, just slide your screwdriver down and lift it up and see how easy that slides off, and then squeeze it back to make it tight. So I'm going to save my old cover in case I feel like going back without the holes, and that's kind of why I went with the kit. So if need be, I can put the factory back on. So just to do this in reverse, basically you just slide it on. And then you're done with your airbox mod. So now I'll put this back on. I'm not going to go through the steps. Basically you have your 4 screws and then your side plate. The last video where I replaced the K&N air filter, I went through the details of how to reassemble this, so refer to that video if you need more information. And here we are with the airbox reassembled onto the bike, and as you can see the holes and the alignment, and you can see where that lip, like I was saying, has the gap to keep that additional splash off of the side of the bike a little bit. So that's kind of why I didn't want to cut that off. Might not make that much of a difference, but I'm sure there's a reason why the factory engineers did that. So I don't want to adjust that. So the last thing I have to do is to put the side plate back on, and then we were done. So it's very simple. It takes less than 5, 7, 10 minutes. 10 minutes job really. And you have your airbox modded, and you still have the old case if you go with that CRF only kit. So if you have any questions, leave them below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, have a great day and safe rides.